Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. You can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all at tubajake_69. So come find me. Tell me your stories. Love to hear them. So we got that taken care of. Today I'm going to be talking about myself a little bit and what this Oozlefinch Mueller reminds me of. Seems to be a one of those smoothie IPAs, sour though too. So it's gonna be pretty great already. I can tell because those things taste delicious. Plus, I like Moscow mules, so that should be pretty good also. But yeah, tell me your stories, please. Find me, like me, follow me, comment on my stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, all you Instagram people. We'll see you later. Now we get to talk about the real stuff. We'll get this thing open. So the reason I got this was because of the Ferris Bueller quote on the front, or allusion on the front. The Bueller. So it says Moscow Mule beer policy. It says a sour ale with blackberry puree, key lime puree, ginger, vanilla, lactose, and other natural and artificial flavors. It tells me the head brewer is Rachel Howard. Oozlefinch Beers Blending. It's from out of Fort Monroe, Virginia. 6% alcohol by volume, so it should be pretty light. I'm thinking this is going to be delicious. This is one of those smoothie ones, so I'm going to have to roll it around a little bit so that it'll come out the way that it's supposed to, and hopefully it won't explode on me. It shouldn't. It doesn't feel like it will. But yeah, looks good. Got this one from Horrocks, which is why I'm drinking out of my Horrocks ice bar glass. I didn't get it from the ice bar, but that's where the ice bar is, at Horrocks. The ice bar is kind of neat. It's not really made of ice, but it's like their greenhouse that they turn into a bar. It's kind of awesome. So we'll get this in there. This is a lot more red than I was expecting, but then, you know, blackberry puree will do that to just about anything. There's a little sediment in this too. I don't know if you guys can see it. My guess would be no from where you are. I'll leave a little bit of that in the... I shouldn't leave that in there. It's beer, even if it is gloppy. It's thick. So yeah, should be a little bit, well, what did I say? Gloppy? Sure, that's not a bad word for it. Because it is that, it's got a lot of different purees in it. Which is fine, you can do that. It says it's sour. It is sour. The one weird thing I'm going to say about it is that the limes are still super bitter. So I'm not sure exactly what that is. Like maybe they took the whole lime and pureed it. That's a possibility. I mean, you can do that, and it's going to add a certain flavor to it, which would be this flavor, which is fine if you like that. But there's definitely a bitter flavor to, a bitter lime flavor to this. Also, there is definitely a ginger burn to it. So if you don't like a ginger burn, you're definitely not going to like this. Have I had any beers that this reminds me of? Let's see. Shorts makes a Moscow Mule beer. Actually, I think it's called exactly that, Moscow Mule beer. And it usually comes out around the new year. This reminds me of something else, but I can't put my finger on it quite yet. Hopefully I'll come to it eventually. What else? Cellarman's made a mead that was a Moscow Mule, because, you know, meal is being French for honey, which is funny because it's mead. So there's that. But yeah, puns and movie quotes. I like them both. What kind of a story does this remind me of? I'll tell you what this, no, I can't tell you what this reminds me of. It reminds me of something, but I can't think of that right now. What I can think of is that the Muellers used to be guys that would come up to my uncle's cabin fishing. Now, my parents used to go up because my grandparents used to rent out these 2 cabins on Mullet Lake. Beautiful lake, huge, freshwater lake, amazing place if you can go there. Actually, my dad's got a cousin that also has some space on the lake, so that's pretty cool. Not anywhere near Uncle Steve's place, though. But anyway, Grandma and Grandpa used to rent out these 2 cabins, and for doing that, they could stay there for the summer, which is awesome because Grandpa worked in the shop, and it's a beautiful place, a great place to be in the summertime, up in the upper Michigan. Not in the UP, not quite, but the UP is not far away. Half an hour, tops. Pretty nice. But the Muellers were, they called them the Germans, and a group of brothers. I'm trying to think of how many there actually were. I don't really remember. I do remember that one of them was named Jake because he said that my name was a pretty great name. And I mean, I might be biased, but I think he's pretty right. I'm going to think of it eventually, but I can't quite place it still. It tastes like something I've had before, but I can't think what it is. It's not coming to me. That's what it is. So anyway, the Muellers would come up and rent out a cabin and go out fishing for the week. Maybe 2 during the summer. Sometimes they come up earlier in the summer and then they'd go back and go work in the shop because I'm pretty sure that's what they did. And then they come back later in the summer too, when they had their second summer vacation. But they used to be up there often. My uncle tells a story about one time he was out with the Germans and they had a flat tire. And, all of them got out. It's like 5 or 6 of them just kind of standing around looking at the tire, what needs to be done to it. And then he hears a little bit of pointing, but one of them gets down, gets things ready around the tire. The other one goes and gets something to lay down on the ground so you can kneel down and not hurt your knees. The other one goes and gets stuff to take the tire off. The other one goes and gets the spare tire. And just, it's grunts and just everybody's going and doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing. Nobody's getting in anybody else's way. Nobody's yelling. Just, hey, almost like it's telepathic. Hey, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. I'm going to do this. Go. And it got done. Just super fast. Sometimes I think that things without talking can go a lot faster. Like drinking a beer, sometimes these can get really long, especially when it's 16 ounces. What is that taste? By the way, this ginger burn, it burns a lot. And with all the puree in there, it's super sour. For real. Man, it burns. Let's see what else. Oh man, I don't remember the guy's name. I was going to write it down, but I forgot. But I did definitely get a message from a guy from Northern Ireland who sent me a message on YouTube and was like, "Hey, I really like the stuff you're doing." A friend of mine showed it to me, which is awesome. I love when people reach out, and it's very cool to know that I am reaching people halfway across the world. I don't get onto YouTube to do stuff a lot, but when I do, I usually do a bunch of stuff. So I will probably shoot that guy a message back and, you know, thank him for watching. Probably give him a follow back because that's kind of what he asked for. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I was really super excited when I saw that message. Man, I don't know why, but thinking of the Uncle Steve's cabin and the Muellers, it reminds me of walking the Mackinac Bridge on which day is that? The one at the end of summer. I want to say it's Labor Day, but I always get Memorial. I'm pretty sure it's Labor Day. I always get Memorial Day and Labor Day confused. Pretty sure it's Labor Day though. So back before they used to close down like everything around the bridge, we used to go up often and walk the bridge because you could go up to the one side, walk back, walk down, and get your car that you left down there, go back, and then everybody'd have like a picnic or something like that. And usually it'd be time to go home because it's the Monday of the holiday, so everybody's going to go home. But I just remember that being a really good time. Hanging out with my cousins from my Uncle Steve's family, because usually they were there. Reminds me of some of my cousins' in-laws, because my dad's super nosy. They're married now, by the way, which is kind of cool. What else does that remind me of? Yeah, walking the bridge was a blast. You go with your snacks and your wagons and walk on the Mackinac Bridge. If you've never walked on the Mackinac Bridge, you have not lived. It's super cool, and chances are good that most people won't ever get to do that because I'm not going to take children there because it's stupid. Walk halfway across the bridge. Dumb. I mean, it could be kind of fun if you could walk down or walk to a spot and catch a ferry back through Mackinac Island to get to your car. That might be a way to do it. I don't know if they actually let you do that, but they probably would. The ferries probably would, because that's 2 fares for a ferry that they wouldn't be getting. And plus you might spend money on the island, which they like that too. What is that taste? I don't want to say what I think it might be because it sounds gross. How close have you ever gotten lemon pledge to your mouth? It's a little bit like that. Sprayed on a little too thick sometimes. Kind of gets all over. Yeah, a little bit like that. Sorry, I keep looking at that, but it keeps turning off. It's probably because I'm taking so long. Sorry about that. We're getting so close. My throat is on fire. It's great. It tastes really good. I'm not lying. I like the flavor, but I don't think I could drink more than one of these in a sitting. I mean, I'm probably going to go and have some water after this because my throat, seriously, it's on fire. It burns so good, though. So soon, so soon. There's weird fizzies in this, and I like that. Like there's Pop Rocks at the end. I had a nitro stout the other day. Peanut butter fluffer nutter stout. nitro stout, and there's a big old head on it. The head just kind of floated there, and it tasted like a big peanut butter marshmallow, and it was really good. And I kind of just want to go back to get a whole cup full of peanut butter fluffernutter beer head, because it was delicious. Okay, so anyway, I am done with my beer, so let's get on to the good stuff. Don't forget, you can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all at tubajake_69. I do have a quote for you here, real quick. It's from Philip Seymour Hoffman. He said, "You should be serious about what you do, because this is it. This is the only life you've got. This is all you get. You get one shot. Time travel would be cool, but it would mess things up. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, for sure. But I like where I am at the moment, so here I am. All right, good deal. Don't forget, follow me. Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear comments. Give me a follow. Give me a like. You can subscribe. Leave me a comment. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Yeah. I'll catch you next time when you got time for a beer.